channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm really glad to have you here. Please do hit the subscribe button before you leave, and also give this video a very big thumbs up at the end if you enjoy watching it. Okay guys, on today's episode of the Messi and Ike show, I feel like corona was such a huge part of it because almost every single thing they talked about today had coronavirus in it, Now the first conversation Ike and Messi had in her apartment here was them talking about how the coronavirus has hit them hard, how it has affected their businesses and all of that stuff here. Messi even mentioned that a particular brand had paid her to appear at an event in Abuja, but then because of the whole lockdown, because of the whole virus, she couldn't attend. And of course, you guys know how difficult it can be refunding money. I mean, when they pay that money to your account, the money is your own. Anybody that's telling you to come and pay it back, you're on your own. And that's exactly what Messi was talking about, yeah? So Ike, he also mentioned how the virus has affected him and all of that, but that he's constantly finding ways to be productive, ways to create things that will just keep him afloat. Guys, he also mentioned that before the whole virus and everything, yeah, brands would pay him 400,000 or 500,000 to make a post. But now any amount he sees, he's ready to take it because again, he just needs to stay afloat. There's no business. Things are not really moving. And I feel like they're not the only ones that were affected by this virus. Personally, I was affected, and I'm sure a lot of other people were affected by the virus. It was so bad that a lot of people even lost their jobs. So if you're one of those people who lost your job during this whole pandemic and all of that, I'm truly sorry. I pray that something good will come out of all of this because guys, it's a crazy mess right now. Next up was Ike in his apartment having a phone conversation with Promise. You guys know that Promise is Messi's elder sister, and he was talking to her about the whole therapy. Guys, they've been talking about this therapy for way too long. Can they just go for the therapy already? Because I feel like they actually need to go for therapy. Both of them, they don't understand what is wrong with them, so they need to go and talk to a professional. They need to go and talk to somebody that will talk sense into that their big head. Anyways, he was having a conversation with Promise, and Promise was like, yeah, she actually gives her support, like they should go for the therapy and all of that. You guys remember that before now, Promise told Messi that the person who needs to see a therapist is Ike, that nothing was wrong with Messi. But this time around, yeah, she has given into the whole idea and all of that, and I feel like that's a good thing. If they feel like going for a therapist is definitely going to help them in their relationship, then why not? I mean, they should go already, okay? Now, still in Ike's apartment here, a friend of his came over to the house, and the similarity between him and his friend is the fact that both of them used to live outside Nigeria, but right now they're back to Nigeria and they're ready to settle and just do business here and see how they can build an empire. Now this his friend has an idea, he wants to do like a CSR. He wants to go out and help the needy, provide things for the less privileged, and the whole idea is to have Ike on board as the host. Now Ike is open to the whole idea. I mean, he mentioned that he had never had to host an event, but of course he knows what to say and he's really ready to just get it right and all of that. And with the kind of brand he's trying to build for himself, he feels like doing this kind of events for less privilege and all of that stuff is good for him, and he's really open to the idea. So let's just be on the lookout for Ike because this guy is ready to go into acting. Now he's going into hosting and all of that stuff. Who knows what else Ike has up his sleeves. The next conversation was still in Ike's house. I mean, today was just all about Ike and his family and his friends and all of that stuff here, but this time around he was having a conversation with his cousin Pascal and a friend of his, Michael. Now Ike mentioned to us that Michael was the one that handled the social media page when he was in Biggie's house, and the guy has a wealth of knowledge when it comes to public relations and all of that stuff. Now basically what they talked about was how Ike can maximize the use of his social media pages and all of that stuff, how he can connect better with his audience. They actually mentioned the fact that he just puts out a post and never goes back to respond to comments and all of that, and if he's actually looking forward to growing, then he needs to find a way to respond to his audience. Maybe not all of them, but at least give them a sense of belonging, like, oh, when we comment on his post, he's definitely going to give us feedback and all of that stuff. More like what I do on my page, because I know that I respond to your comments. Sometimes it's crazy, but then I really enjoy doing it because I see you guys as my friends. You guys communicate with me like you know me, and it's just really fun. I feel like it's a very good way to grow. Anybody who is trying to be a social media person or just an influencer or whatever, be ready to respond to your audience because it's not about just putting out a post. It's about getting feedback from them and also responding to their questions if they have any. Now if you know that you cannot do any of these things, then there's really no point you putting yourself on the space in the first place. I mean, I know it can be hard, okay? I'm not saying it's really easy, but then try. Let them know that, oh, she used to try. Okay, maybe when she had a smaller audience, she used to respond, but because she has grown, that's why she doesn't respond anymore. Let's not be that, oh, this girl doesn't even respond at all. That's bad for your business, be you a guy or a girl. That's just my own 2 cents, okay? Anyways, Ike also feels like it's really important for him to trend for the right reasons. He actually mentioned how much he doesn't like the fact that he keeps trending for things that are just not necessary. Oh, he took a picture, there was a girl in the back that opened her breast. or he put a comment somewhere, he was trash talking another housemate. He doesn't like the fact that he keeps trending for those kind of issues. He actually wants to trend for things that are worthwhile, things that are really important, and not just because he put a comment somewhere. Okay, now the next conversation was still with Ike and Pascal, but this time around Michael was no longer in the picture. They talked about the whole AMVCA awards and the news that somebody had the virus at the award night and all of that. And trust me, a lot of people actually thought it was Ike that came with the virus. Now let me tell you guys why people thought that. Prior to the event, Ike was in the UK, and of course you guys know how it was, the whole pandemic and everything. And because of the award night, he decided to cancel all the things he had to do in London just because he wanted to be in attendance. Now when he came back, he was even shocked because according to him, when he got to the airport, everybody had like face masks, everybody had gloves. It was really serious. You guys remember that time that it was really, really serious. So he was shocked. He didn't even know that it was that deep here in Nigeria, because in the UK it wasn't as bad, according to him. And of course, because he's a known person, he's a celebrity, people were aware of his movement and everything. Now when the news now came that there was somebody that attended the AMVCA awards and the person had the virus, and the person just came back from the UK, it almost seemed like they were talking about Ike. In fact, a lot of people started calling him like, Ike, what's up? Are you sure you're not the one? Are you sure you're not the one? He even had to go for a test just to be sure. And according to him, he was really scared running the test, but then it turned out that he wasn't the one and all of that stuff. I mean, he was just gisting with his cousin, and his cousin was like, look, as me and you had this virus, you know that I'm the first person that would have contracted it, because again, I picked you up from the airport, I'm with you every time, and they just laughed about the whole thing. Like I said, Corona was such a big deal on today's episode, and I know that they filmed it during the whole pandemic, and it's understandable because Ike kept on using his hand sanitizer, talking about how he needs to stay safe, how he needs to do this, and I'm like, okay, you know what, we all experience this thing, so I'm not even surprised that you're like this, because I was worse. I had hand sanitizer in my bag, I had it in my purse, I had it in every single corner of my house. So yeah, that's not a big deal anymore because we're all used to it. If you're not used to hand sanitizers by now, then I don't know what you're about. I don't know what you're used to. Finally, they decided to take us back to Mercy's house, and this time around, it was Mercy and Ike doing their TikTok videos. It was such a hilarious sight because Ike wasn't really into the whole TikTok, cramming the words before acting it out and all of that. Mercy was literally trying to teach this guy how to do TikTok videos and everything, and she's like, you know what, Ike is just someone that's not even interested in all of these things. He doesn't even know how to act. He doesn't even do this. Anyways, they were just having fun because again, we're all bored. We all did TikTok. I did TikTok too. And like I said, they filmed this episode during the lockdown, so it's no surprise to me that I'm getting clips of them doing TikTok videos because everybody did TikTok. After they had their TikTok session and all of that, they decided to talk about their therapy one more time. This time around, Ike was like, look, I'm ready to go for therapy with you, and I'm really excited that you're open to the idea. I just want you to be happy. I want you to trust me. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. And then like, you want me to trust you, but ordinary for you to keep your phone on the table and just go to the room and come back, you're always afraid, like you're always running back, come and pick up your phone. What are you always hiding on your phone? Anyways, the whole point of that conversation was, they need to build trust. They don't need to hide anything from anybody. According to Mercy, she doesn't hide anything from Ike. In fact, she mentioned that if Ike finds anything on her phone, it's something he's probably aware of or something she has told him about. So let me just ask this as a question. Are you open to having your partner go through your phone? I mean, when you're there or when you're not there? Do you have passwords on your phone? Just let me know in the comment section, because again, this is a very important topic. This is a very dicey topic, because a lot of people will be like, why is my partner going through my phone? While some people will be like, there's nothing there. If you have nothing to hide, then you should open your phone. Just let me know what your take is in the comment section, okay? I almost forgot to mention Ike told Mercy that he doesn't know what he's going to do without her, and they share the keys. Now, it's not even the keys that they share that's my problem. It's that statement, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. Guys, do you remember that in the last episode, he was like, I can do without her. I can do without Mercy. And I'm like, this guy really needs therapy, because you cannot be saying A today and tomorrow you're saying Z, because you are far from A, Z. How can you say last week that you don't need Mercy, and now you are saying you cannot do without her? Ike needs to be checked. They need to check Ike. They just need to check him. Moving on from that, the next scene was Mercy on the phone with Promise, and this time around they were still talking about the therapy, and Promise saying, oh look, I support you going to therapy with Ike. And I feel like that made Mercy really happy, because again, she really wants to go for this therapy. She wants to be sure that everything is fine between her and Ike, and since the therapy is one way to figuring that out, then I mean, she's really into it, and I'm happy that Promise is finally on board. Now the scene of today's episode was Ike surfing the internet for ring. I don't understand, like, how did we get here? Because last week this guy was just yelling. saying, I don't want Messi, I can do it without Messi. Today, he's surfing the internet for a ring with his cousin Pascal. And there was this particular ring they saw that cost 3 million naira. And his cousin was like, is this the particular ring you want to get for Messi? And Ike's response was, the bigger the ring, the bigger the love. That's it, just bust my head like, okay, for you to prove that you love me, my ring must be as big as this, okay? It has to be like glove, so that once I wear like this, I don't even have to be doing my hand like this. Everybody do that. We already seen that I'm wearing 3 million naira on my hand. Anyways, it was just them catching trips and all of that. According to Ike, he wants to get Messi a very beautiful ring, but he also doesn't want to break the bank because he wants to get a ring for her. He has a budget and he's trying to stick to that. Now, I don't know if he has gotten to that point where he's ready to settle down and just propose to her and get married to her, because again, I don't know what they are doing. I don't understand. Now, that's basically everything that happened on today's episode, and of course, they gave us a preview into next week's episode. And Messi was on the phone. She was having a video call with somebody, a man actually, and the man said something. I don't know if I heard him right. Guys, please let me know if you heard the man right, but let me just read out what I think I heard, because again, I'm not sure I heard him right. Please, nobody should quote me. Do not quote me, alright? I think the guy said, I don't see Ike as the father of your children. Guys, please let me know if that was what you heard, because again, I need to be sure that that's not what that man said, because if that is what the man said, then the people that are going to swear for that man today, there are plenty. But just let me know what you heard. Is that what he said? Did he say he doesn't see Ike as the father, or that he sees Ike as the father of Messi's children? Just let me know in the comment section, okay? After that, the next thing that they showed to us was Ike, a lady, and I think his cousin Pascal. They were just in the sitting room. He was playing video games or something, and he was like, he doesn't know what he's going to do if Messi says no to his proposal. And the girl was like, no, you cannot get a no. In my mind, I'm like, if Messi come for now, I know I really want her to say yes, but again, what if she says no? Or what if she says she's not ready? Because again, you guys remember that in 2 or 3 episodes back, Messi mentioned that she has about 2 to 3 years more before she gets married. So what if Ike proposes, say like next month, and she says no? Guys, what do you think Messi's response is going to be? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Do you think she's definitely going to say a yes, or do you think she's going to say, I'm not ready, we need some more time? Just let me know your thoughts one more time in the comment section, okay? Now that's basically all the gist I have for you guys on today's episode. Let me know if you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please don't forget to give me a very big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed, and guys, please, I need your help, okay? My friend's YouTube channel has issues, I really don't know what's up with YouTube these days. She has been monetized, but now they told her that she violated one AdSense rule, whatever, and now that YouTube page is null and void, and she has about 3,000 plus subscribers on there already. So right now she needs to start afresh. You guys know that can be very traumatizing. She needs to start afresh. Please show her some love. She's a mother, she tries her best to juggle between work and YouTube, and I feel like when someone is putting in an effort, all we need to do is to support that person. Please do this for me, okay? I'm going to leave the name of her channel on the screen. I'm also going to leave the link in the description box, so please check it out, subscribe to her, and let her know you're from my channel. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I do not take your presence here for granted, not one bit. I need you guys to know that, okay? Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, because obviously Big Brother NAIJA reunion, okay? Bye guys.